Okay, hey everybody again. So this video is going to be about keto pitfalls and supplementation. Keto has gotten a bad rap because people relate it to Atkins, and a lot of the things with Atkins is it was about, just eating a whole bunch of hamburgers and bacon and, all this protein, and even though they were still losing weight, but it wasn't a healthy way, or wasn't promoted in a healthy way. So keto kind of has the same concept with low carbs, so eat more protein and more fat, but keto actually is more balanced, and so we want to get into that and to know, just to introduce what the pitfalls are, what the concerns may be, because you are changing your macros. Macros are proteins, carbs, and fat. We're changing the percentage of how much we eat. Everything that we eat is a macro. You eat protein, you eat fat, you eat carbs. You may not know what percentage of what you're eating. A lot of people with in health and nutrition, or bodybuilders, or people that want to lose weight, they have, or even Weight Watchers. Weight Watchers is points, but really it's macros. I think Weight Watchers is low fat, higher carb, moderate protein. So this is, like I mentioned before, this is high fat, low carb, moderate protein. So it's just the macros have changed. So what are the pitfalls? Now, I want to mention, I didn't mention it before, but water weight is a big thing, especially with women. And one of the things on keto, when you are cutting carbs, for every gram of carb, it's like 4 grams of water. So water retention is normal. Women tend to have it a little bit more than men. Men just lose weight. That's like, whatever, but we love you. So one of the benefits as well is with keto, you lose water weight, and you'll be surprised how many pounds of water weight that you will lose. So in the first 2 weeks is really just water weight, but great, because weight, fat, weight, water, my pants don't fit. I don't really care. So I wanted to mention that. And another thing is mental clarity on this, because carbs can cause brain fog, as we all know. You get that tiredness at the midday. Mental clarity on this keto diet, you would begin to focus and think clear. Wanted to add that. Okay, keto pitfalls. Now, because you lose water, with that, just like when you're out there exercising or on the football field, they tell you that you have to replenish, obviously. So we want to prevent from being dehydrated. So we have to drink water. You'll know, because you will be thirsty. And then two, a lot of people drink like Gatorade, because Gatorade has electrolytes. It's been proven that electrolytes will help energize you when you're out there outside. People that work outside, they get Gatorade. Now, electrolytes, what are those? It's basically sodium, potassium, and magnesium. Those are the 3 main. There's a couple more. So when we're losing as much water weight as you will on this diet, which is good, but we have to replenish with water, and we also have to replenish our electrolytes. This is a key. You have to have electrolytes, because you've lost water, you've lost your electrolytes, you have to replace them back. So we have to supplement with sodium, magnesium, and potassium. Now, there's several ways that you can do that. So on this diet, sodium is not a bad thing. As in other people, it's not a bad thing, because you need to, because you're losing so much through the loss of water. So now we do advocate pink Himalayan salt, a better, healthier salt for sodium. You can do, I think it's not Gatorade, but the other one that has like because Gatorade has sugar, so we don't want that Gatorade, but there's another one out there that's like something zero, which means it doesn't have sugar in it, but still has the electrolyte. So you can do that. That's easy. You can, buy potassium and magnesium supplements, so that you can supplement with that. Some people do, I know it's kind of crazy, but some people drink pickle juice, and it actually helps. So what happens if you do not use electrolytes, this is not just keto, but if when you lose electrolytes or you lose water, you get tired, you get fatigued, you get headaches. So these are things that will happen because of electrolyte imbalance. So it is key on this. You have to replace your electrolytes every day. Now, I have like an electrolyte liquid. I just spritz it in my water, and then I'm done. I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to take pills, or actually I like pickle juice, but I don't have to do that. So that's one of the pitfalls, but we're supplementing, so you got to have electrolytes. You will experience all brain fog, fatigue, all those things if you do not get electrolytes. And so that's key with doing this, because when you're cutting carbs, you're losing water, you're losing electrolytes, you're going to get fatigued, you're going to get muscle cramps, all those things that come with electrolyte imbalance. You have to supplement with that. Man, this is already going to be past 5 minutes. Oh my God. Okay, so in this diet, the next thing is that you're going to be introducing higher fats, because we're cutting carbs so low. Like I said, it's a percentage thing. So now you have to increase your fats. We're going to advocate good fats. Now, could you eat bacon and cheeseburgers all day and still lose weight? Yes, because fats do not affect your glucose. You know, it's not a carb. So you can lose weight like that, but we're advocating health as well as losing weight. So on this keto diet, we advocate avocados are very high in fat. Avocado oil, coconut oil, which is very good. Coconut oil is a medium chain triglyceride, I believe it is, which means that it's able to, it doesn't take a lot of digestion to get the energy out of the fat, even though it is a saturated fat, but it's medium chain, which means it's quicker absorbed and ready for energy, and then less likely to store as fat. So even though we're doing higher fat, but we're using this fat as energy, as I mentioned in the first part 1, because we don't have any carbs. Your body's converting to energy. So we're giving it fat. We're telling you fat, tell your body that we're going to use fat for energy, and then the body says, oh, okay, we're going to start using fat for energy. So we're going to give it the fats to burn. Now there's 2 ways you can burn fat. You can burn dietary fat, which is what I'm giving you now with avocados, heavy cream, butter. Now we do advocate, there's Kerrygold clarified butter. It's an Irish butter, and there's ghee butter. It's better. It's supposedly better for you, but we're trying heavy cream, full fat cheeses. Wow, we can have cheese and we can have butter. Oh my God, it's great. Now, people do use bacon grease, but come on, you was using bacon grease on your food before this, so don't act like it's, but let's try to use the better, the better fats, but you definitely can use bacon grease, and because you're using it for energy, you're not going to store it as fat. So that's not necessarily a pitfall, but that's just something that we need to know, that you have to get mentally understanding that we are going to have to, because most diets or even nutrition wise, they tell you low fat because fat causes cholesterol. Now with cholesterol, your cholesterol will slightly raise initially because you are eating fat. That's what your body does. But now you have HDL and LDL, and you have triglycerides. So triglycerides is really the main one that we are often concerned about, because that tells you how bad or good your diet is and how it's affecting the foods that you eat. That comes from your foods. Triglycerides does. So HDL, can't remember what it stands for, but that's going to be your good fat. So we are promoting, because we're eating avocados and coconut oil and olive oil, the good fats. So your HDL will rise, which is good. Cholesterol is not bad. It has its purpose in your body, but we're not going to go to the extreme and cause it plaque. And there have been studies that really cholesterol, in addition to sugars. Now we know, and we're not talking about good carbs. Nothing wrong with good carbs. That's not what we're talking about. But there are bad carbs. We know about sugars. We know the epidemic about how bad sugar is. So the cholesterol, in addition to the sugar hike that we've had, spike, I guess the word is, that we've had over the years, that is causing obesity and diabetes and all these things, and even other diseases, those 2 together is what causes the hardening of the arteries. Okay, enough about that. With this, we also want to deal with, we just don't want to eat meat, and we just don't want to eat fat. We're going to have to incorporate greens. Now, most of our carbs are coming only from green leafy vegetables. We don't have starchy carbs on this diet, because you can't even eat a potato. Potato has like about 50 carbs in it. That's a small potato. If we're only getting 20 carbs, you're already out. So this is not a starchy carb thing. We got to get rid of all of that, and we're only going to get carbs from green leafy vegetables. So like I said, so the other pitfall is realizing that you're going to have to not eat those foods. Now, are there good carbs? Can I have good carbs? Well, see, here we go. We are trying to lose weight for this purpose. So good carb is not bad, But for the purpose of what we're doing and how we're hacking our body with low carbohydrates, we cannot have we can't even have fruit. There's raspberries, blueberries, strawberries, berries are very low on the glycemic index. So we can have a little bit of those, but those still are carbs. We only have 20 carbs. So not bad carbs, good carbs are good, but just not right now for this diet in order to lose weight. Am I advocating that we'll never eat fruit or never eat quinoa or never eat potatoes again? No. I believe that anything that God made is good for us. Right now, I'm focusing, or just teaching you, that we're focusing on a particular task for weight loss. That's what this is about. So for the moment, we're not going to eat those things because we're trying to lose weight doing it another way. Okay, that's all I can say about that. We have to advocate greens. This is not just keto, but greens are good for you. I mean, it has the fiber, it has the nutrition. You have to, you can't just eat cheeseburgers and bacon all day and expect your body to have the nutrition that it needs to be able to build up your immune system, to keep your body clean and relieves of toxins and all those things. That's just a nutritional 101 thing. We are going to put vegetables into our diet. It is a necessity. It is a necessity for any nutrition plan. And so it is for keto. So please do that, because we don't want to just build ourselves up, block ourselves up, or get constipated or all these things when we don't understand that we have to balance it out. There's an acid alkaline thing going on even in the body. Proteins are traditionally produce acid, which is not bad, because you need acid in your digestive system in order to break down protein and even clear out bacteria. That's the initial part of digestion, but you also need alkaline. It's just like a pool. If you don't balance it out, it will, y'all know how a pool, if you don't put the acid and alkaline in it, it will mess up. So with that said, so the keto pitfalls, oh my God, it's 12 minutes. So basically we have to not eat starchy foods, carbs. So basically we're like very low carbs, only in vegetables. We have to introduce higher fats, which may be a mental block in your head thinking that fats are bad, but we're introducing good fats. And understand that we're using fat for fuel, so you're not storing it because you have no glucose. You're tapping straight into fat. So we're going to feed our body fat, and then it's going to also take fat from our body. So that's another thing. We got to eat greens. We have to give ourselves the electrolytes. Very vital. And you will feel bad if you don't get the electrolytes that you need. So please get those electrolytes. And I think that is it for keto pitfalls and supplementation. So really the only supplementation is to get your electrolytes in whatever method. Pickle juice, like I said, get the electrolytes in drops. They have none tablets, NUN tablets, and just get it, or just buy potassium and magnesium and sodium, or pink Himalayan salt. I think that is it. So that's one to go. So the next video is going to be about grocery haul. Like, what the heck do we buy? How do we do this? Because I'm used to eating XYZ. I don't want to give up. What do I do? So that's going to be the next video. Okay. Thank you.